And another thing. Yes, this is the second video I've made, but I just got to say a couple things here. I just was in the store with my son, one of them, and he works at a clothing store. I was buying some stuff I don't need, but hey, it's nice. And so we had a great time. It's cool to talk to him. I miss him, and I was just saying that the other day on one of these videos. I don't see my sons very often, but anyway, I was visiting with him, and we were talking to his coworker, and it turned out to be a really nice conversation because it eventually went to the time that Christian saved my life, literally. And we started telling that story, and then another story popped up where he saved my life again. And I'm like, all my boys have saved my life, but not necessarily, it's more of a metaphor than it is reality. Well, in Christian's case, he's literally saved my life 2 times that we could come up with right then, but I bet there was more times than that. But one of them was a severe asthma attack, and I would have died had Christian not taken action. And if Christian hadn't been there, I would have, because my mom was panicking and my dad didn't realize what was going on, so he wasn't in there. But I was probably a minute away from just dying. I was in really bad shape. And so anyway, said all that to say, it's not like it's not always a physical thing. I mean, like in Christian's case, he was there, he was calm, and he did things and that I for sure would have died without him. And so he saved my life. He's my hero. He really is. My other boys, they saved my life in different ways. They saved my life in that I really, I needed them. I mean, they needed me, true, and I'm there for them, and I want to be there for them, but I needed them too. And each one, when they came along, was just a blessing to my heart and an addition to my life to save my life. I'm happy. I'm doing well and all that kind of stuff. But even when I'm not doing well, I at least know I got my boys. And I might not always get to see them, and it might not always be a pleasant time because maybe they're mad at me or whatever. I don't know. And but even then, I have my boys. They're my boys. They're not going anywhere. In my heart, they're always going to be my boys. They're my sons, and that's it. So it's a positive thing too. It's not. I don't know. They've saved my life as well. But thinking about that saving my life thing, I know I have a purpose, and I'm not saying I'm going to turn this around in a minute, but just bear with me. I know I have a purpose. I had, I had lung disease. Everybody knows that. I think that in April of 2015, the doctor told me that I had 2 months to 2 years to live, and I was shocked because he had no bedside manner at all. I just walked in and said that you might have 2 years, but it'll be 2 months to 2 years. It could be 2 months, it could be 2 years. That's what he said. And awful. Well, and I had a second and third opinion, and everybody agreed with him, but they were a lot nicer. But I was, per diagnosis and tests and everything, I was supposed to die, but I didn't. And after open heart surgery and some really super amazing miracles, I don't have, all I have is asthma now. My lungs aren't going to blow up or anything weird. My heart's not going to blow up. Everything's good. Everything's been fixed, and what was supposed to kill me made me a lot better. After my open heart surgery, I felt so much better, and I've been I've been growing, getting better all the time. And right now, I can tell you that I feel like I'm 55 maybe, but I am 55, so that's okay. So anyway, so I had that, and then one night I had my appendix was about to burst, and I had a kidney stone at the same time. So we went to the hospital. That was one of the times Christian saved me. We didn't know that my appendix was about to burst. We knew I had a kidney stone, and Christian didn't have a license yet, and we were home alone. There was nobody to take me to the hospital, and here, take me to the hospital, Christian. I gotta go. And he took me, not knowing that he was saving my life, because when we got there and they did the ultrasound to see where my kidney stone was and all that stuff, they found that my appendix was about to burst. So in essence, if Christian hadn't driven me, I would have died right there at home. My appendix would have burst and there would have been no backing out. That would have been it for me. And so, but there's another time that I should have died, but I didn't. Different times that things have come about, like the one where I had the severe asthma attack at home and Christian saved me then. But there's been other things too that, like, I had a bad car accident once. Well, I should say the accident itself was bad, but nobody got hurt and there was no damage. But I was on the highway, my tires weren't great, and I hydroplaned on the water and did a couple round and rounds. And as I'm going around, I went through the median, going sideways and turning. Should have tipped over because I was going sideways in the median where the grass was. I didn't turn over, got in the oncoming lanes and swirled around one more time and stopped facing the wrong direction. And there's just a lull in traffic right there. I mean, it was perfect timing. Backed up off so I could get off the road, turned my wheels a little bit, got back on the right, stopped at the first exit, went to a gas station, checked my car out, and also, panicked. I didn't panic when it was going on, but I panicked later. Anyway, I said all that to say, there's been many times where my life has been saved. My son Christian, he is my hero. He really is. But I gotta say, God is my hero. God has helped me through so much, and I believe for a purpose. I believe, all those times I should have died and I didn't. I don't think that was an accident at all. I think God was with me. I think God, healed me and carried me through the rough patches and whatever else. Protected me when I should have, going, 70, hydroplaning, going across the median and facing the wrong direction. Somebody should have hit me, head on. That would have been awful. Or I could have rolled into the oncoming lane. That would have been awful. But I'm saying that like that's happened so many times that I'm just naming the ones that come off the top of my head, but I don't know. And I'm sure that things have happened for you too. But my point is, in my life, I know that I have purpose. I have things I got to do, and pretty much every day something happens that I got to take care of. I got to, I'm starting to get back into ministry full time, and I'm going easy, but I'm pretty much there, and all is well, and we're doing all right. But I'm seeing the reasons why I'm still alive, more or less. And I'll bet you can do the same thing. I'll bet there's been times where you certainly should have died, but you didn't. Somebody said today that I had a new lease on life, and they're not lying. I do. My whole life is a gift from this moment on. I mean, it was before, but it really is now. I feel like God gave me my life back to continue on doing something, It's not the same necessarily, but I'm not sure I want it to be the same. I need something that was different. I needed to change, and there needed to be an upgrade, let's say. And I feel like I am. I mean, like for real, for the first time in I don't know how long, I feel great. I feel happy. I feel good health-wise. And there's some things, aches and pains and stuff. But I'm in a good place. And I wouldn't have gotten here had I been killed when I had lung disease, had I died from that, had I died during surgery or anything like that, had my appendix burst, all those other things. If that had happened, I would never get to the point I am right now. And I'll bet you that you have the same thing going on. I'll bet you that there's things in your life right now that you're doing, or that you should be doing, that the reason why you can do those things is because you've been rescued more than once. I'll bet. And if you can't look back and see it, then look harder, because it's there. I bet you. Anyway, I said all that to say, I love you guys, and I just wanted to share a little bit. I'm sort of been bragging on my son, but I'm also telling you that Christian is my hero, but God gave me him, and God gave him the calm to deal with me and all that stuff, and God's my hero. The ultimate hero is my God. My personal hero is my son. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you later and all them other good things. Just wanted to make a second video because, bye.